He probably gonna say here, fuck my chick with his big black dick. But we all know it weren't money that made Kim run away. Pete made her go back to Hawaii even though she stopped fucking with Jay. Maybe once they went ape for you, but since then things have evolved. Dev showed you ain't no real gorilla. And this banana clip's about to get this resolved. He can't think outside the box, he's in a grave. No one cares about your views. Same as when you battled Dev, there was only 50 people at your funeral. You thought you was getting your flowers? But that wasn't exactly a good look for you. You and your brother both think you're Superman. All we hear are paralyzed. Thinks till horse games, till like Christopher Reeves is used to her. Paralyzed. I used to troll when he took it serious. He thick as shit. We'll call you Tory. Stay in your own lanes. I'm just trying to trigger this bitch. With this fire pen and this belt and I'm shooting up on smack, I'm making more than themes twitch. Me, I'm superstitious of these copycats crossing me on the road. I know these dogs are biting, but these cats are copying styles like clones. Yeah, I've got arm bars, but these submissions have put me in history books like I'm John Jones. I let the machine do the talking. Think Stephen Hawking. What's the point of catching a body if it ain't got a backbone? You had a car crash 5 years ago, but that was bad luck. So before you try and stand up, act tough, I'll be snapping like a chiropractor. Like a vertebrae, I'll make them spaz. Now you're back, you fucked up. Ever since the restrictions got taken away, we still stay masked up. Think Paul Walker, you're bound to die at the most important moments if you're not strapped up. Short ass can't reach these heights in my hustler, please stop. Think Kevin Hart if they ever said he's stuck with The Rock. See, once upon a time, me and you was crew. I see so many poor performances I wasn't exactly impressed with, dude. I knew Jump Force was a comedy because they used to stand up for you. They said, dude's funnier than Robin Williams. I said, sure, why not? I guess he can hang with us too. No one sings your praise at the choir, but you still think you're Himzod. You still think you're building up? That's just babble. You still praise to Nimrod. Think you're getting ahead up with these animals like Egyptian gods. Let me hear you out of something. Forget a heckler, I'll put a cow on this bitch's head like Haffa. Better pay what you owe then, keep it on the low-key. Judgment down, the one with a hammer. Already been in B4. With this accent, call me Kratos, they know I'm the god of war. We seen you with your colourful hair acting like you 69. Why you gotta tell the time? I'm Big Ben, you ain't clocked it? And my hand moves to the 9, I'm ringing bells. And now I'm at the top of his face, now chow this time. I could beat you every day of the week, still got the fuel for this drive, and I'm paying this league of my time, and that's money, so we know this gas ain't free. There's a difference between you and me. You're writing for 5 battles a week, but can't even get a winning streak. With these twins I've got, the way they kick, you feel double the impact like I'm Van Damme. Since you think it's all games playing with these words, I'll have to hang, man. I'll take everything off this pussy like a Brazilian wax. Then I'll throw you in front of a train so you can spread your features on some tracks. You causing shocks like the Green Mile sends your chances of getting signed. The only option's death row. Now you can die easy, but like Dre, you didn't think of the aftermath taking that easy road. I'm taking over everywhere like I'm NATO. The hot shit I spit's like Pompeii. They're gonna fear the fire that comes from in like a volcano. The stuff I say, they're gonna build statues after I'm gone like I'm Plato. I got one hand on the scope at all time. Call me Galileo. Zod's trying to speak with authority like he a witness. I ain't scared of the pen. Think Murder Inc. I'm a contract killer. I'll show you my signature out if you're on my hit list. Tommy B wouldn't give me my flowers, so I see his funeral here today. I put a Canadian flag on that coffin instead of a wreath. I just wanted to show everybody I really turned a new leaf. I'll come to your neck of the woods, take out your whole family tree. I'll make sure your kids get it too, like a genetic disease. Rest in peace when I use my rest in peace to the dearly departed deceased. I think of the KKK every time one of you get killed by the police. Not just because of the racism, but they cover you from head to toe in white sheets. There's a few things they allow with Iraq that I don't condone. Like they think it's okay for this 40 and this 9 to go together, and they also think it's okay to fuck with a goat. Out there on your streets, all you see is red and blue. Even when you don't hear the sirens, that's a state of emergency. Y'all get influenced by crime, drug, killing, and violence. You think it's a real education getting that first degree. Engage Battle League, I had to show the gun to powder. Take down the whole house like I was Guy Fawkes. Well, that's the rules. Well, since then, everyone's learning their lessons. Class in session. Think Columbine. They're scared another white boy's gonna take that tech to school. I ain't never been behind bars here, but you're gonna say I don't bring enough conviction. Well, we've been wearing them masks even since they uplifted the restrictions. I can see the coughing already. You've all got COVID. My delivery was perfect from birth. I was born ready. I come clean every time. Maybe that's why no one can really test me. I got this cocaine, they call it suicide. That shit's crazy. Not because it's bad for your health, but it literally cuts itself. No one wants to see a G.O.D., but dogs read everything backwards. Does that mean blasphemy? Well, I'll kill him on wax off wax like a Mr. Miyagi, and you can die from one kick from the Smith. With these grades, if you go from white to brown, they give you a new belt that day. I just want to know, does it come with needles? Because I'm whipping white like I hate my own people. You're looking at the house for anything to take president. Think Bill Clinton, your bitch can run for it, but you can't trump what I bring. I was just biding my time. I've already got a pole that's rigged, so it's irrelevant. His shit ain't progressing, he still needs nappies. You got knickers in a twist, they push him to the side, call him panties. Your woman is straight trashy. You might say I recycle, but she's really nasty. Not the type you'd ever marry. Well, I'll give these yellow bellies magazines like I'm Abdu. And since I'm talking to Simpsons, your Marge has so many STDs, she got burns that are itchy, crusty, and scratchy. God took my dad when I was 7. No wonder why I find it hard to believe in the Father. To me, life's been Hell's Kitchen. Now I'm having to cook my friends like I'm Jeffrey Dahmer.
Zoddy the freestyle champ in bars. Not because of Bizzle. Ever since his bus fizzled, he always votes that I lost when the other judges give me the nod. Benny's a groupie. Who'd easily screw me? And although I'm well aware you suck, Zod never been in the hole, so Benny's blows won't easily move me. You make me queasy too fruity the way you want to be a lifesaver. Extend your hand, gelatin and sweet. But irrelevant and weak, your stage presence dead to me. I see skeletons when you speak. In terms of my skill, well, my skeleton of winning some, you been a bum. And almost as much of a pest as my kill ain't slimming none. Too much gin and rum, you need a gym and runs. Don't cheat and juice. You hate yourself too much. So don't void rage or your whole family receives the news. Chris Benoit, crip the crossface? Nah. Crip the cross neck. Rope to his entire family and we'll be like, Chris? Ben? What? Are they twins? Nah. But Ben despises everyone, including himself. Picking off MCs like Jessica Z because of losing a belt felt like a failure losing yourself. Screenshotting Tom Bland's comments and Sour Tom biting the hand that feeds you, abusing yourself. Like Eminem making diss tracks for his moms. Thou shalt honor thy parents even if they provoke thee to wrath. You're supposed to be calm. You're supposed to be patient. But you've been a flash in the pan, Stan. And I'll remove a fan, spurred to the AC's bird, bringing cramp to the heat. Then ramp up degrees. Fundamental Duncan dominates the King James production. Sacrificing the sun to be stone cold stunning when I bring the gun in. After saying freeze to police to seize the morning star and have the dungeon. Benny don't want to see the second coming of the true Lord. It's me, Zoddy. Benny the Antichrist thought he was getting a body. Better than the one he had, too bad you remain a sloppy. But you can sit on the side like a slide and try to coincide, but we are not twins. I am the climax to the story when the plot spins. You are the emphasis of dialysis after the plot wins. Smoking too much and your wifey feeds your habit, biscuits and a lot of wings. I mean, I got some daddy weight. But this hunchback geek got fat on his lungs plus plaque from all the candy he ate. You see a mess when Benny speaking flesh, deacon send bishop to cleanse this bishop who is demon possessed and damns his faith. Benny was mad, met Allah, spirit gums will succumb to all the cans that he ate. Pow! Then I was screaming on his wife. You better do what I say, no diet plans for this mate. Just diet the spam on his plate. Cause he's cat in the hat, whack facts. Making some green eggs and ham because he sure mass meshes recycle trash and then rant on a demand that he's great. I tell his wife to spike his spice with sulfur spikes that's revenge for high BP. For black powder for trying to make his mother's death part of your vanity chase. That pop was legendary bitch made. That's why your wife agreed to pump your meals with cornstarch so he demanded his waist. Wide hips and a bunch of PMS pads in the trash. He bleeds a little, and after 7 days of votes, he will bleed out, period, and cry to every man that he faced. Every league you battled for has had enough of you, and you just pad the mistakes and continuously mask your rage of your unforeseen truth. But Benny recycles trolls and need rivals because he's feeling suicidal, tired of beating up himself, forever mad that he's fake. You and the Kardashians both have surgery for your chest, they for their breasts, and you because your heart congests for how badly you ate. That's why even in your boxing pick, you still had to suck in your core and pull up the pants on your waist, you sloppy bitch. But you're still a blob. Zod is 185 pounds of jacks. This mortal will feel the combat of advanced prototype punches to the brain. This fool is insane, saying I got a little nerve frame. Well, even if that's so, you fat hoe, at least I'm not a flamer. You taking pics with dudes bending in front of you, that's a shame, sir. I guess you're Birdman and he was Lil Wayne, word. You're supposed to be fisting something, not kissing cousins with your lads. Young buck in the game and albino tape rock using trannies as your dames, word. Let me pick you up from the curb. I know you had hard days like, I hope you have a great life. Much players for your real life shit. But the month you took to pull the wool, with this bull you pit, lockjaw, under sheep's clothing, bit, my arms made out of steel alloys it couldn't grip, and you squealed as you kneel, revealed as my real life bitch. I'm gutting this motherfucker, but this ain't a real knife, bitch. I'm Zod.
Blackzod.